If you haven't seen JVC's line of projectors, you need to go check them out. JVC is known for a lot of great things. They're a favorite of a lot of custom integrators around the world. And just recently, they've come out with something new, and it is a beast. This is the JVC RS4500, and as you can see, JVC has completely pulled out all the stops on this new unit. So other than the magnificent new case design, which in my opinion is awesome, what is so different about the RS4500 than the rest of JVC's line? Well, it's actually easier to talk about what's similar first. That is that this projector and the rest of their line both have a type of D-ILA chipset. They also have THX and ISF certifications and control for SDDP. And that is about it. This projector is a complete redesign from the ground up. Everything on it is new. But that's not to say that you're not going to recognize it, because it was built upon a lot of that same great flavor that we've come to know and love from JVC. In fact, a lot of the components inside this projector were built and taken based on the experience that JVC has had for many years in the simulation market. One of those being the laser light source, which JVC is calling fluorescent. And this is completely different than a bulb in that you have now over 20,000 hours of use on a single light source without any maintenance required. And that's a huge thing. So if you work the math out on that, that's about 3 hours a day for 20 years. That's a long time. This projector is gonna last you for a really, really long time. This projector has truly, and this astounds me, they have 3 4K D-ILA chipsets, and they're 0.69 inches each. And I don't know what kind of alien technology has to exist, but they've gotten 8 million individually controlled pixels on a 0.69 inch chip. There's 3 of them. That's insane. So they're taking those fluorescent lasers and they're pushing 3,000 lumens of light out of this cannon here. And what's really fantastic about this is because it's JVC and it's built on the D-ILA chipset, you know that you're getting excellent contrast. You're not pushing 3,000 lumens and sacrificing a whole ton of black levels because it's D-ILA and it's JVC. This is pushed through a 100mm all glass lens, and that tells me right there that JVC has not skimped on any of the bottlenecks that could traditionally happen with cheaper projectors. They've gone all out to make this the absolute best experience and most accurate experience they possibly can. And speaking of bottlenecks, even if you take this all the way to the backside with the input, the I/O ports, even the HDMI ports aren't going to give you any problems because they accept any 4K signal out there via 18 gigabits per second. JVC has allowed for quite a bit of lens shift and lens zoom range within this projector, but also gifted us with 10 memory presets that you can store and recall whenever you want. So for masking screens or transformer, this projector becomes really handy because you can hit any point that you want based on the content or based on whatever your memory setting is and have that trigger to the projector automatically. So your content switches, bam, then your lens switches right off the bat, which is really awesome. They've also added the HDR feature, which has been becoming really popular lately with HDR10. And I have to say that after playing with this on our 200-inch slate, our Black Diamond even, HDR is definitely not a gimmick. And to that point, our Black Diamond and our slate screens and even our short throw really help to kind of assist that HDR, because if you're projecting a really bright image onto a white screen and you have any amount of ambient light in the room, you're really kind of negating the whole point and purpose for having HDR in the first place. If you don't really have truly fantastic black levels, like something that could come from a D-ILA chipset or a black diamond or slate screen, then HDR is kind of futile. There's really no point unless you get that really large dynamic range that you're looking for. We really think that you're gonna love this projector, and we think you're gonna especially love the combination of this projector and our screens. Give us a shout and send us some pictures. We'd love to see what you're gonna do with it.